This is the most brutal scientific experiment in history. All the test subjects were actually living humans. First, using molecular tech, the machine scans humans, separating soul from body. Then, it prints them out bit by bit in a condensed state. After 49 days, a ghost is finally born. At this moment, the ghost is completely beyond life and death. Though with endless pain, it also has power over this world. Ghosts can ignore any human weapon attacks, even a tank is as fragile as tofu crumbs before them. Not only that, but humans can't see them with the naked eye. Once touched, the internal organs freeze to death instantly. Strangely, the skin gets burned and corroded. Initially, the creators thought they had opened Pandora's box, but a failure occurred one day. Some ghosts broke free, quickly killing their creators, then began a spree. Even weak children fell victim to their hands. Because ghosts are invisible, the local army suffered devastating losses. The helpless authorities turned to Dr. Klein, believing his tech might fend off the ghost invasion. Upon first seeing the ghosts, the doctor was speechless. He believed it was an unknown weapon, not the war ghosts from the local population. To uncover the truth, he decided to use his hyperspectral camera. Anything that appears will be exposed. So the military sent a special forces team as bodyguards to set out. When the soldiers kicked open the door, they found numerous corpses. Strangely, there were no wounds on them, nor signs of a firefight. Just then, there was a noise from the bathtub nearby. Upon uncovering it, they found a soldier who had survived. He told everyone that all his comrades were dead. Meanwhile, a soldier on the top floor encountered a ghost. At first, he thought there was a problem with the goggles, but saw nothing. When he put the goggles back on, he clearly saw the ghost's full appearance. After some shooting, it caused no harm, and he was killed by the ghost. The remaining team members prepared to support, but were instantly sacrificed. The soldiers on the second floor didn't know what happened before they met their fate. Panicked soldiers shot everywhere, but it was useless. Seeing the situation, the doctor ordered a retreat. As the soldiers slid down from the window, they discovered something more terrifying. At the critical moment, the doctor's hyperspectral spotlight failed. Just as everyone was in despair, the support troops arrived with tanks, bringing hope. But the ghosts' numbers were daunting. The second battle began. They thought the tank's missiles could harm the ghosts, but it was wishful thinking. The ghosts stood unscathed, soared, and charged at the reinforcements. The battlefield was one-sided. The soldiers had no chance to fight back and were easily defeated. Even their proud tower was destroyed by the ghosts. As they faced death, the base's helicopter arrived. In desperation, the doctor gambled. He unfastened the iron grenades, embraced them before the ghosts, and used the helicopter's wind to blow the grenades onto each ghost, halting their advance. Taking this chance, everyone boarded the helicopter and escaped to safety. In the shelter, a girl told the doctor her father created the ghosts at the Masarovi power plant. The doctor understood everything. He recalled the soldier they saved survived by hiding under a porcelain bathtub. During the ghost attack, the ghosts couldn't penetrate the tank because it was covered in porcelain. This meant the ghosts weren't natural but created. Besides solids, liquids, and gases, there's a man-made Einstein. Condensate that can't pass through porcelain but can penetrate walls due to its low temperature, causing instant death. This matched the ghost's traits. Creating such a condensate needs a lot of energy, which is why the Masarovi power plant, where the girl's father worked, was the source of the ghosts. The manufacturing site. With a plasma discharge gun, the ghosts could be defeated. Under the doctor's lead, everyone dismantled weapon parts and created a plasma discharge gun. The final showdown began. Everyone boarded fighter jets and headed to the Masarovi power plant. To test the plasma discharge gun, the soldiers plugged in 4 power banks, opened the sights, aimed at the ghosts, and prepared, waiting. The ghosts noticed them. Seeing the time was right, the soldiers pulled the trigger. Turns out, ghosts can float and pass through walls. In minutes, most soldiers were dead. Through the hyperspectral camera, the doctor saw the ghost's true form. It looked ghostly but had a human-like appearance. Following orders, the captain fired a heavy weapon at the ghost, hoping to defeat it. When the smoke cleared, the doctor saw the ghost charge again, killing the captain. Meanwhile, soldiers from the hallway were all pierced by the ghost. The remaining personnel lost their will to fight and fled in an armored vehicle. In panic, the vehicle triggered landmines, rendering it useless. The doctor led the remaining personnel to an abandoned building. After counting, 19 soldiers have died, not knowing what it is. The doctor knows the ghost has a human form and self-awareness, but nothing else. Everyone's goggles are broken, making them like lambs to the slaughter. The doctor placed the camera high, letting soldiers see the ghost's true form. They discovered its weakness. Trapped by iron devices. On the ground, unable to move. The devices surrounded the building, set up to protect the people here. They found a brother and sister who said their father set up the devices but was killed by the ghost. On his body, they found a ceramic plate and a map called Masarovi. The girl said the ghost came from here. Soldiers contacted headquarters, and a helicopter was coming, but 800 meters away. Seeing the iron wires, the doctor led everyone to make weapons and modified his camera into a spotlight, allowing them to see the ghost. Once ready, the doctor realized the building was surrounded by ghosts. Despair filled everyone. The only chance was to fight. Soldiers attacked first, using iron grenades to trap the ghost, but it was short-lived. The ghost broke free, and soldiers began to fall. The soldiers who got the order landed and charged at the ghost base. Meanwhile, the doctor, with aliens, entered from a hidden path to find out the ghost incident's cause. As soon as he entered the passage, he met ghosts in ambush. Clearly, this ghost is different from the outside ones. He dodged plasma shots repeatedly, stalling the doctor and his team here. To complete the mission, soldiers prepared to sacrifice themselves to cover the doctor. The battle on the other side was also very fierce. Before, they couldn't see the ghosts or harm them, so soldiers were overwhelmed. Now, with plasma guns and goggles, they finally can fight. Back to the doctor, after opening the last iron door, they saw the incident's truth. There was a full ghost production line here, machines creating new ghosts non-stop. Next, they saw many trapped ghosts, with half the cell doors damaged. Clearly, the experiment staff they saw before were killed by escaped ghosts. They found the final machine control port, and by cutting all links, they could end it all. The ghosts, sensing danger, began breaking doors to stop the doctor. Just when it seemed over, the ghosts that died came back and started converging. More powerful than before, they pierced through each soldier. Watching soldiers fall, the captain linked all plasma guns for a final strike. The massive recoil sent it flying. The explosion shattered the cell doors. All the ghosts rushed out. At the last moment before being pierced, the doctor cut the machine's line. Simultaneously, all ghosts exploded and vanished. At the end, the doctor entered the last room, where many bodies were stored, each once alive. Now, they are worse than dead. Unable to bear their suffering, the doctor unplugged the machines, granting release. I don't know when the Third World War will be, but if there's a fourth, everyone will use sticks and stones. May the world always be at peace.